we're up and running. Okay, we're on the road. Welcome to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. It is week 3 versus the Raiders, and I can't wait. We've got so much in store today, not just for the podcast, but for the game. I can't wait for. What do you think, Mike?
Well, we're going to talk about that stuff later, but yeah, big stuff to come.
Oh my gosh.
Be a big day.
We've been looking forward to this. If anybody's been watching or listening to each episode,
I'm more enthusiastic here, Mike.
what? Oh, we got the peanut gallery in the back of the bus here. So, on today's podcast, we've got a couple guests. It's a big pod. So we've got a couple people in the back of the bus, and then so we've got a friend of ours, Carly. We've got my mom back there. We've got your mom back there. We've got Laura coming back. We're going to pick up my sister and her boyfriend on the way to the game. So we've got a pretty active bus ride. It is, what time is it?
6:30.
6:30. We've got an ETA to Whitney and Ben at 7:39. So that's kind of what's on the agenda. We've got our Can't Lose locks coming in. And we're going to kind of de facto give this podcast to Dan Quinn. How about that?
Hey, sounds good to me. Let's do it.
I love it. So, quick recap. Mikey, what do you think, just your initial gut after last week?
We need to win. We can't go 1-2.
Well, no, we can't go 1-2.
So we need to win. Last week was not good. I don't know why we scripted the game we did, but it didn't seem like us. It was not at all what I was expecting.
It did seem like Cliff Kingsbury was getting the best of them the entire game on the offensive scheme. It just didn't seem like whatever we had schemed up was not for that game. It was maybe for somebody else.
Yeah.
Now, it was a short week, and obviously they didn't have a lot of time to prepare, but guess what? The Packers had a short week, and they didn't have a lot of time to prepare.
Right. We got to get used to that this year. We have a lot of short weeks.
Well, when you go to the NFC Championship game last year, then you're going to get primetime games. So
yeah.
We got a lot of primetime games.
And we got to be ready.
Gives you a shorter week, one way or the other. Even if it's Sunday night, you kind of get a little bit of a shorter week.
Right.
I don't know what the boys' schedule looks like when they go home after a game, but I would imagine they've got Sunday evening as another day to rest.
Let's just hope we play better going into the Spain game in a few weeks.
Well, we'll get to it during our locks because we're going to stay consistent with our picks because Dad called in with a voicemail, so we've got Dad's prediction.
Oh, okay, cool.
And
cool.
if you remember, Dad predicted that we would lose against the Packers in week 2.
Yes, so he's right so far.
And we're going to hope that he's right the entire way through because if Pops is right, then we're 13-4.
Yeah.
So, I mean, now
and I'll take 13-4.
You and I are already wrong on our preseason predictions, and we're only through week 2.
Yes.
Now, the only thing that we can hope for at this point is that the records we predicted still stay the same.
Yeah, hopefully we pick up another win somewhere, maybe unexpectedly, but we'll see. I mean, the season is young.
The season is young, but we can't not mention just Jaden Daniels down, Marcus Mariota in. We've got
but I'm not that worried.
JD on the rocks.
Yeah.
Mike, you know our favorite drink is JD on the rocks. And so now we've got literally Jaden Daniels on the rocks.
Yep, he's week to week.
Week to week. It was day to day. Now he's week to week. It's funny how that happens.
But I'm not that worried about Mariota. I mean, yeah, he was sort of a fill-in for us last year, but he did pretty well. So, I mean, I'm not all that concerned. Well, worried.
Yeah.
Can still be concerned, but I'm not worried as of right now.
On our drive, you're going to give us a quick Google here just to see what Mariota's stats are, and we'll kind of get into his stats and how he's performed for us in the past once we get in a little bit down the road here. But I'm with you. Mariota has performed well in a Washington uniform every single time he's gotten out there for us. Specifically, the game comes to mind last year when Jaden got banged up and he came in lights out. So I feel confident in Mariota. I feel confident in his ability. I've always kind of been a fan of his, and Jaden's always been a fan of his. Little bump there. Jaden's. Yeah, these roads back here suck.
But we're doing the right thing by obviously protecting Daniels and not forcing him to play if he's not quite ready. Because we certainly don't want to make the same mistake that we did with, RG. So
I really, honestly, don't even want to say. Look, I'm not like an RG3 hater. I'm not at one point I bought his jersey, so at one point I literally bought into him and was really disappointed when it just didn't work out.
Well,
just kind of watched as a distance and really didn't want to have
Well, you can be two things. You can not be, an RG hater, which I'm not either, but you're upset, or at least I am, in the way that developed and transpired and the way that he was used and not given the chance to recover.
It's just, there's a part of me that will always just be like, what could have been? Could have been?
It's a lot of missed opportunity there, but again, we screwed it up, meaning the team at that time.
Yeah.
So
just really unfortunate. Just really unfortunate how that all went in.
But he's doing great now.
You really hate.
He's
They've
unemployed
been
from
drawing
ESPN.
parallels between the two since Jaden got on our team. So it's hard not to think of RG3 when Jaden Daniels gets a knee injury.
Yeah.
So I am glad that he's sitting, just because I know what happens when they don't sit. So I'd rather him come back next week and run full speed. And the injury didn't seem horrible.
I don't even remember
Do you remember
seeing
late?
it. And
do you remember late in the game? I think could be misremembering slightly, but it was Jaden Daniels ran for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 yards. Maybe it was a little longer, maybe it was shorter, but it was a run. He rushed the ball on a scramble and came up out of the pile, kind of like trying to run off like a stinger.
yeah.
It seemed like something just kind of stung him, but it seemed like he was like running it off, like, oh, that something got me on the kneecap, and I'm trying to just run this sucker off or whatever. And he played the whole game, so obviously he can play with that. Obviously, when your adrenaline is pumping, you don't feel the injury quite the same as after a couple days rest and things tighten up, and now you can't really.
He definitely didn't feel it till after the game, for sure.
So, yeah. Anything else worth talking about out of the week 2 matchup versus the Packers? It was really just disappointing.
Yeah.
Just really kind of deflating, and
I expected us to do a lot better against Green Bay, primetime game.
we gotta give credit where credit is due, though. Green Bay looks like the real deal.
Yeah, they're 2-0. Yeah.
Depending on the injuries that they sustained, because that's what everybody seems to forget, is that on paper, preseason, you can look at everybody's roster and say, yeah, they've got some talent. but it really comes down to your depth.
Well,
And
going
that's what
into-
that's what we're gonna find out this year is how good our depth is versus everybody else's depth.
Well,
And
going into week 3, there's a lot of
position you get
injuries.
the injury and how much of a fall off, because we got Eckler in here as well. We'll get into injuries, but anywho, so the last thing I want to ask to kind of recap the week 2.
Okay.
You came over, we had some drinks, I made some food. The pastrami sandwich is ranked at a 6.5. Our all-time best steak sandwich ranks at I think you said an 8.5. Right?
Sounds about right.
So-
Listen to the tape.
The barbecue chicken drumsticks that I made for the Packers game, I need a ranking.
7.2.
Oh, a quick ranking.
Because we don't really have time for much more. So,
You don't think?
depends how long you want this podcast to go.
Oh, hard to tell, right?
Yeah.
These people are along for the ride. We are commanding the commute, folks. All right. This is the podcast where we press record when we leave the driveway and upload when we get to the stadium. And our next segment is going to be our friend Carly on for Who's Down.
Is that it's about to go down. And it's about to go down.
Like it's about to go down.
We are on with Carly. Carly, how are you this morning?
I'm doing good, guys.
How did I do with your coffee?
It's perfect. It is a nice, lovely pumpkin spice, and I am so freaking happy right now.
Well, whether you realize this or not, my whole thing is when I get cappuccino, I do about 2/3 cappuccino and 1/3 just regular black coffee. So
Oh.
that's what's in there.
Love
Because
it.
I don't know about you, but cappuccinos, like out of that thing, always just seem to be a little bit too thick.
That's true, yeah.
So I
yeah.
like to
Thin it down a little bit.
I like to thin it down a little bit.
Yeah, smart.
So, anyway, all right. Well, you're on Who's Down. Michael, give her first Who's Down question. First down.
So, Carly, tell everybody who you are and how you know us, the dynamic duo of Bob and Mike.
Hello, everybody. I'm Carly. I've known this dynamic duo for, gosh, I think 3 years now. And
Time flies.
I know. I met them through my friend Laura, who happens to be their friend, who I'm sure you will hear from again soon. And we all just started to hang out, and I love them, and I guess I'm gonna keep them. That's how we know each other now.
Nice.
And how many games have you been to?
This is honestly only my second one for the NFL.
Am I good here, Mike?
Yeah, yes. And so tell us about,
Wait, what about college? You said
Oh, that's
NFL.
true. Yeah, I graduated from Shepherd University, so I went to their games a lot. We have a really good football game over there at Shepherd. If anyone's seen them before.
Yeah, we know about them. Do you know Tyson? What's his last name? Badgett.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he was amazing.
Did he play there when you went there?
I think he did. Yeah.
We'll have to stat check that.
Yeah, we'll have to stat check that. I'm not really sure. I do remember though, when I was there, they ended up going on national television for one of their games, and it was incredible. It was such a fun day.
They had a really good football program. For
They
a
do,
long time.
yeah, for a really long time. Yeah, I think they're still doing pretty good.
is that maybe the game that stands out to you the most, or is there a particular game between, well, I guess the one pro game you've been to and all of the college?
I mean, that one does hold happy memories because I remember the girls and I, because I'm in a sorority, so we all kind of got together around our little TV and watched it, so that was really fun. But of course, you know, your first big NFL game, that's a whole experience in itself. So that first game that I went to, and it was with you guys, it was incredible. It was
Is that the big family game that I do?
yeah, it was awesome.
Those are always a good time.
You know, like my first tailgate, my first NFL, like that was definitely something off my bucket list that I am so excited that I got to check off.
Nice.
Yeah.
What down are we on?
We are on third down. So
Oh, we flew by second down. That happens sometimes.
It does,
Yeah,
that's
second
true.
down.
Yeah, second
gotta be
down's
quick.
pretty quick.
I'm keeping
Yeah.
this thing moving.
You gotta let the people know which down we're on. Hold on back there.
Okay.
We gotta make up
We are
some time.
flying.
So,
We gotta make up some time, people.
Third down question.
Yeah.
If you played football, what position would you play and what number would you choose?
Okay, you know, it's really funny because I got these questions in advance so I could like prep my answers. And I was really thinking about this one because it's such an interesting question that you never really think to ask yourself. But I think I'd be a kicker because I used to play soccer and that was my job to kick or punt the ball back into play because I could always like do it really far. So I like to think that I would be like a really good kicker.
So, but would you be a kicker or a punter?
I think
So
I'd
the
rather
punt,
be.
the kicker. You want to go up through the uprights, or do you want to punt the ball as far as you can?
I think I'd want to punt the ball because I feel like I sometimes have a lot of anger, and that would be just like such a good way to release that anger, just to do
I agree.
a water boy, just punt it.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. There's something to be said about just kicking the ball.
Right, just kicking it.
Yeah, I was never a very good punter. I was always wanting to be able to like kick the ball as hard as I could, but it always just went off the side of my foot. I could never really get the distance like these punters do. They boom it far and straight.
I know, it's so cool to watch it.
Yeah.
I like to think I could do it, but I probably couldn't do it that far.
No, for sure, definitely not.
But
what number?
What number would you pick?
Oh, 7. Definitely 7. That's always been my lucky number.
Punter number 7.
Yeah, punter number 7.
Why do you think that's your lucky number?
I've just always seen it when I was little, just number 7 in little things. And I don't know, it just has a nice look to it. You know, it's straight, but it's also curvy. You can have fun with it by putting a line in it. It's a nice, fun little number. I don't know, I like it. 7.
See, 7 is a lot of people's lucky number, which is why I don't have 7 as my lucky number. My lucky number is 621. All right, move on.
Okay, Brittany.
Fourth down, past or present, do you have a least favorite team or player?
All right, this is going to give me some heat from the peanut gallery.
Oh.
But I used to really not like the Steelers.
Uh-oh.
That's
you know
okay.
You're going to say this on
I don't
air.
think she does, so
right.
it got real quiet back there.
There's a Steelers fan at the back of the bus back there, so that's why she's...
Oh, I don't think she heard me. She just went, woo!
I want a chance for rebuttal.
Oh, never mind. No, I just never really liked them. I think it was just because, I think it was mainly the fans that I didn't like because they were always so obnoxious. They always threw their stats in your face and...
Because of all the Super Bowls
Yes, and I was like, okay.
and the towels that they just always
Oh, the
have.
freaking towels, man. I'm a terrible towel. I just did not like the fans.
And just like eat your French fries normal. You know why you got to put them on the sandwich?
Okay, but hot take, I do like a French fry. they can keep
Come on, I was trying to like empathize with you on like all the Pittsburgh things that are weird.
But
What
yeah,
else is weird
Pittsburgh is-
about Pittsburgh?
It smells over there, and it's gross, and I don't like it.
All right, fourth down.
All right, and the touchdown,
Touchdown.
the finale question. What are your expectations today? Maybe score wise, or just tailgating, or all that kind. What's your expectation for today's game?
I'm really hoping the Commanders come out on top. They've been doing pretty well this season so far, and I am a ongoing, growing fan of the Commanders. Thanks to you guys.
You're
Got a
welcome.
new one. Got a new one. It's one person at a time, people. Spread the word. Redskins Nation.
And I'm just,
Well, your dad's a Redskins fan.
Yeah, my
right?
dad is a Redskins fan too.
There
so
you go. So
yeah.
it's in your blood.
Yeah, you're not completely new to the
Exactly.
to the fandom.
Yeah, I'm not completely new because I grew up with them, kind of running the show a little bit.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Well-
You're younger than us. We were never running the
Yeah.
show.
No, I know. No, but I mean, like in my house, it was always
Oh,
like,
right.
you know,
Okay.
like Redskins were around like the house and stuff.
Okay.
I
That
understand.
makes more sense.
Oh no.
I understand now.
But no, today I'm just going for vibes. You know, like a good, happy, celebratory vibes with friends and family.
Well, it's the Salisbury Alumni Game.
It
and we're going
is.
with our fellow friend who's a Salisbury alumni, alumnist, and
I am excited
we're
about
getting
that.
some special perks. That's all
Yeah.
I'll say about that.
Love
Yeah,
me
well-
some perks.
Yeah.
I think I am looking forward to those.
Oh, perks
This'll be
is
really
to
fun.
say the least. Perks is putting it lightly. But we'll let her reveal.
But we'll get into that much later.
All right. Anything else? What about? We're not doing much of a tailgate. We have to say that
Yeah.
Yeah,
There-
not much.
because
There-
people
there-
are wondering. They're
there-
not talking
there
about
is-
the tailgate.
Yeah, there is no official tailgating.
Oh, okay. But why are you guys leaving so early then? If there is no tailgate, why are you guys leaving? It's 6:53 right now.
Because it's the red zone lot, it opens early, and we want to feel
We've
the.
got responsibilities to our perks.
Oh, okay, we got responsibilities.
How about that? How
Yes,
about that?
love
as a
that.
tease?
We got responsibilities
That's-
for our perks. Plus, we want to get good parking and
Oh, we're gonna get the best parking today. We are gonna have some people in this bus that tailgate, and so we're gonna park, Coach, right next to. I want to go to the corner lot. I've been following these guys on Instagram for that set up a big tailgate in the red zone lot. See what they're all about. Looks like they're a fun time. So we'll just have to ask our guests, if they had a fun time, because we've got responsibilities.
for sure.
We've got
They give us a rundown.
responsibilities. The rundown
Yep,
after the downs.
yep. The touchdown rundown after the dance.
Downs. All right.
All right.
Well, Carly, thank you so much. We are looking forward to. Oh, no.
Huh?
We need a final score prediction. You
Okay.
already said you think we're gonna win.
Yes, but I think it might be a kind of a tight game. But
Oh, it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be like tight. Like tight.
I'm thinking like 20-21.
28-21.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, that's a very professional prediction there. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Any predictions on player of the game, or am I really putting that too far out there for
I
you?
think you're putting it too far out there.
At least
All right.
you're honest.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you guys.
Mama said that. My mama said that. My mama said that.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Okay, we are back and we are on, and we're throwing a little bit of an audible. I was anticipating you being on the podcast, but then Mike said, I don't know if she wants to be on the podcast, but now you're on the podcast.
Yeah.
So introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. First down.
Okay, I am Big Mike's mom, Janet Berger, and let's see,
And you are a
I'm
Commanders
actually-
fan.
a Cowboys fan.
Oh, gee.
Hi.
Mike, I don't know how you got this way.
Yeah.
I don't know how he got his way.
Well, I'm asking for a different reason.
I know how I got my way.
All right, give us a second down here, Mike.
So, how many games have you been to?
This would be the third game.
Third NFL game in your
Third
entire life.
NF game. Yep.
So, I know you've been to the other Redskins game that we had last year. What was the other game?
Yeah, what was the other one?
With the Steelers, Cowboys,
It's a
and
Steelers
now
Cowboys.
Raiders. that y'all played here.
Oh,
the
so it's
stadium.
Oh, so you took her to a Cowboys game?
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So you went to a Cowboys?
Forgot about that.
But they were all Washington games.
all Washington
Well,
games.
that's the
I've
price
been
you
to
got.
Dallas Stadium.
That's the price you pay when you live close to the stadium here.
That's true.
But you have
when
been
you
to-
love NFL, you go to the NFL.
But when I guess you were traveling, you went to Dallas and you toured that stadium.
Yes, we did.
How was it?
Oh, awesome.
I can
It is
imagine.
so
I would love to go to
huge.
that stadium too.
Yeah. Love bucket list game in Dallas.
Oh yeah. That I think I'm with you. A bucket list game for me is Washington, Dallas, in Dallas. I'll wear all burgundy because I want to show out on the TV screen. You know, I'll be that one. They're like, look, there's a Washington.
Fluorescent.
I mean, you know, even though it is Dallas, Mom is right. They do have a pretty awesome stadium. I mean,
Yeah, but it sounds like you all getting a pretty awesome
Well,
stadium.
that's
Yeah.
the goal, right? It's got to
Yeah.
be better than Dallas.
I don't know about that.
it
Well-
should be. It's going to be like a $4 billion stadium. So.
I can't wait.
And they just approved that this week, finally.
That's the thing. You remember a couple weeks back I was telling you, I just choose not to really look at all the news. We've gotten these news clippings, I would say, each week that says, oh, it got approved, it got approved, it got approved. It's like, how many approvals? We're going to hear one more storyline. Oh, yeah, the new stadiums finally got approved. It's like, no, I've already heard that.
So, third down question. If you played football, what position and number would you choose?
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
I think I would be wide receiver.
All right.
Number 20.
Number 20,
Oh, yeah.
wide receiver.
'Cause I get all the guys.
Would you be would you be on the outside or maybe one of these quick ones on the inside?
Nope, outside.
Outside,
Yeah.
the number one.
Exactly. Of course I'm number one.
So who was your favorite Dallas wide receiver all time?
It'd have to be Irvin.
Irving.
Yeah.
All right. So you're
As
Michael
much as I
Irvin.
go way back, but yeah, he was a good guy, especially those three together.
Yeah, but I think your all-time favorite player is Troy, right?
Well, of course it's Troy Aikman, that's my all-time favorite guy.
So you like Monday Night Football, him and Joe Buck.
Monday night, yeah.
Troy Aikman. I don't mind Troy Aikman and Joe Buck as a duo.
I really
Sports guy.
miss Mad Mel. He was awesome.
Yeah, well, that goes without saying.
So, fourth down, past or present, we already know who your favorite player is, but do you have a least favorite player and or team?
That's a tough one. Let's see. Least favorite player. Oh, wow. I mean, that could be half the NFL.
Anybody you couldn't stand like sacking Troy Aikman or anybody scoring on the Cowboys you couldn't stand.
Any other
Personalities on the opposite side of the
31
ball.
teams?
Well, you can certainly take that perspective. I don't mind it.
Can't. Nothing comes to mind for some reason.
But hey, that's good. You're just not a hateful person. You know?
No, I try not to hate them too much.
There you go. You just hate them all equally.
Exactly.
There's something to be said about that.
Yeah.
And our final kind of touchdown question, what are your expectations for today as far as just generally?
Well, I think it's going to come down to Mariota, if he can execute and get the guys on the same page. Hopefully not any turnovers. But
What do you think the final score is going to be? Are we going to win or are we going to lose? Or
I think it might be 21-17.
that we'll win?
Washington Commanders will win.
That's 21-17, close game.
Yeah, I think it will be.
Is that what you
Evenly
hope
matched
happens?
game.
I mean, you're here at the game with us.
Of
You're an
course not.
enemy
I mean, you're in the same division as us. Why would I really want you to win? But
Because your son.
I think you're playing.
Because your son. You love
Yeah,
him. You love him,
support him.
and you want what's good for him, and this is what's good
Yeah.
for him.
It's not good for my team. Screw that.
Yeah. I'm not as good of a salesman as I thought, Mike.
Football is different, okay?
We're family, but come on now.
Football's a
It's
little bit more.
cutthroat over
Yeah,
there, okay.
it is.
So is anybody else in the house root for any other teams?
You know, oddly enough, when my son was growing up, my younger son, he liked Miami.
Okay.
But,
I think little kids like Miami because they think dolphins are cute.
you know, my dad, God bless his soul, he was a huge Redskins fan. Huge.
Yeah, that's where I got my fandom.
Okay.
Yeah, got it from my granddad, or my dad,
Couldn't
his
get 'em.
granddad.
Well, you can't win them all. We know that all too well.
Not going to win the division, Dallas.
We will see. That was a close game. Last week.
God.
I mean, you didn't think it was going to be that close
I
based
didn't.
on how we beat
I
the
did
Giants,
not.
huh?
It was right, exactly.
Well, because they've got their kicker is unreal. He can do like a 70-yarder.
I mean, that was insane. That
yeah, those
really,
kickers are really getting
that really
crazy long.
Well, your kicker's an ex-soccer star from I don't even know where, but he's like an ex-soccer.
Sounds like the replacement players.
And they were talking about it last week. His wife or his girlfriend was watching maybe the Cowboys or some football team and was like, well, you could make that. So he just goes to the local park or whatever and just starts practicing, and then next thing you know, he tries out
in the
and
NFL.
they signed him. It was really that simple.
Hey, you might be the
Works
best
for
wide.
me.
You might be the best wide receiver in the world. Have you ever tried it?
There you go. Oh,
You got-
yeah.
Oh, you have
Oh,
tried it.
yeah.
Okay.
When I was
Well,
growing up, we would play football out in the field, and
I
we
guess
put
if,
some smack down on the neighbors.
oh, for sure. But I guess if you could have been in the NFL, you would have.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
Okay. Well, hey, Mike, you got anything else for her?
Just thanks for coming.
Hey,
There we go.
glad to
Thank you
be
for
here.
coming.
I love the NFL.
Yep. Don't we all? Don't we all? All right. Thank you so much.
Sure thing. Good luck, guys.
All right, Mike. Mom was on. How'd that?
Hey, that was fun. It was unexpected because she originally wasn't gonna partake, so we called a little bit of an audible there, and it was fun. I think she enjoyed it.
All right, good. Good. So, I'd like to just pick up where we were kind of touching on with her. That Dallas Giants game last week was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it
And
truly.
that kick, you're right. That kick was good from like 70.
Yeah, it truly was the game of the week. I mean, I watched the entire game, but I wasn't expecting it to be quite that good.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, their kicker is unreal. I mean,
You start kicking 70-yard bombs like that, they got to start making it more difficult to make kicks.
yeah.
Because you shouldn't be able to get 2 first downs and kicking.
It's never worked like that, really, ever in the history of
Because
the league.
where does the ball come out to if they kick it out the back of the end zone now?
It comes out to the 35.
The 35.
Yeah.
Right. So 45, essentially your other 45. And so that would make a 55 to 65 yard.
Because basically he can kick it from midfield
It
almost.
would be like a 62-yard field goal if you get to the 45, right? You add 10 plus 7 for the snap.
Yeah, 10 plus 7, so yeah.
Or 6. I think sometimes they cheat it a little bit, but for the most part, I think it's
But-
like 6 or 7 yards.
Yeah, you just barely cross midfield, and for that guy, you're in his window.
That's crazy to me.
Like, I
You got to
mean,
make those uprights closer together, I guess.
Yeah.
But we'll cross that bridge when more guys can do it. Until then, just keep booting that damn ball.
but it was a good. It was a good game. I mean, Russell definitely.
Russell thought he had that game won,
Yeah.
and he deserved it too. With that throw, was insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he put all the doubters to rest. I'm not going to say that we're necessarily wrong just after that one game about Russ.
No,
because
but
we thought
he kind
we
of
had
needed
lost
to.
it.
You know, the chatter was out there.
He
It wasn't
played
just us
lights-
talking about
He
it.
played lights out.
Yeah.
And you're right. He did need to, but man, I mean, I'm here to give credit where credit is due, and he due his credit on that game. That last throw, I think it was to Neighbors in the end zone, was just a ridiculous throw and catch. I was really shocked by that. Any other games out of week 2 that come to your mind worth mentioning?
Honestly, no. That was really the big one for me. I mean, the Kansas City game was kind of, well,
they're 0-2.
Which is just shocking, I think.
0-2.
And what is it? I think 0-2. When you start the season 0-2, you're down to like a 40% chance of making the playoffs. So
Yeah, I don't really hold a lot of. I think your 4-game record is a better indicator. Give me the same similar type of a statistic.
get through the first quarter of the season.
You really need, I think, first 4 games you really start to figure it out, and you could still be 1-3 after 4 and be on the upward trajectory and still make a good season. I think you will, like you just said, you're decrease your chances of having a good season, obviously, at 1-3, but there's still some teams out there that have pulled it off. But 0-2, I don't think is as big of an indicator. A lot of division opponents early in the season for a lot of people, plus sometimes you get these unfortunate injuries during training camp and stuff. I don't really think the season really gets underway until October for me.
Well, I mean, and speaking of injuries going into week 3, man, are they piling up already? I mean, we already talked about JD, so we don't need to get back into that.
Yeah, we hope he's back next week, and we're just going to leave it at that this week, and we're rooting on Mariota. Let's just put JD on the rocks for the rest of this episode.
But you wanted to, I think you wanted to mention the other injury that we had last week, which was Austin Eckler. He's out for the season with an Achilles injury. I know you wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because Eckler sustained some injuries last year.
Yeah.
And our rotation this year with Eckler in was pretty much looking identical to last year, except for Bill for B-Rob.
Right.
Otherwise, it was identical. So what happened when Eckler went down? B-Rob kind of filled that role, and Rodriguez and McNichols came in with their skill set to change the pace.
Yep.
So, Bill for B-Rob. It's going to be the same thing we saw happen last year. We're kind of built for this. A lot of people say, I bet you wish you had B-Rob now. It's like, no, we got Bill. Bill for B-Rob.
Right. And as the rookie, it's really Bill's time to shine. He's really going to have a chance to show what he has. I mean,
I hope that he can produce what his hype is alluding to. He looks good.
He does.
He looks good. Is he our 2025 Alfred Morris, our diamond in the rough running back that's just built for our system? I hope so.
I mean, well, you could also say, is he the next B-Rob, sort of that kind of unknown person that we just picked up and then just, fire straight out of the gate? It's that kind of thing.
Right. I hope he looks good. That's all we can really keep saying, right?
Yeah.
Is that he looks good, keep doing good, but today is a huge test.
Yep, but there were some other notable injuries. Joe Burrow in Cincinnati, he had turf toe surgery this week, and he is out for
turf. Do I know what turf toe is? Do you?
I honestly do not, and I should have done better research on that.
You know, no,
but
I don't.
It must be severe enough because he's out for 3 months.
Look,
So
I'm not going to fault you for not knowing. I don't know. Why did I feel like turf toe was like you sprained, like you stubbed your toe? like
well, that's honestly
your
that's
knuckle on
kind
your big toe. I just felt like there's something in there that's not. Is that what it is?
I mean, I thought it was something similar to that, like, you know, you stubbed it, or, you know, there might be some type of...
You know what? Look, it's 2025. We can get to the bottom of this. Hey, Laura.
Yeah.
When we bring you on a little bit later, can you Google, or I assume you're a nurse. Can you tell us what turf toe is?
It's not actually regarding your toe.
Well,
okay, well just tell
we'll
us.
talk about it later.
You
You
know,
got it. You'll find
I
it.
don't really need to know right now, but
So,
hold on.
Yeah.
It doesn't involve your toe.
But anyway, Joe Burrow.
No, we'll find out.
He's out for 3 months, and JJ McCarthy has a sprained
3
ankle.
months though with a non-toe toe injury.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
We'll get the medical perspective here in a little bit on that. But JJ McCarthy, who really is having his rookie season this season,
Yes.
sprained his ankle. He's out 2 to 4 weeks.
Man, I wish they had that Sam Darnold.
I'm not even sure who their backup is, but it kind of feel bad for him. Finally
I think it's Carson Wentz.
Oh no, it is actually, and Wentz is the first QB to start for a different team in 6 straight seasons.
6 straight seasons.
Yeah, I've got it right here. In this order, dating back to 2020, Eagles in 2020. 2021 was Indianapolis. 2022 then was Washington, of course, and then the Rams, Kansas City, and then now Minnesota for 2025.
I did see on the internet, one of the social media sites, somebody shared a picture where it was Donovan McNabb in an Eagles jersey, Carson Wentz in an Eagles jersey, Donovan McNabb in a Washington jersey, Carson Wentz in
Where
a
they're
Washington
kind of following
jersey.
each other.
Donovan
I didn't
McNabb
see
in a
that.
Minnesota jersey, Carson Wentz in a Minnesota jersey.
That wasn't in my algorithm this week.
But that's weird. 6 teams. I mean, like, he was on our team, and I still don't know, like, what happened. Like, he wasn't bad, but maybe he was always a backup and just overperformed when he was with the Eagles. But when he was with the Eagles, there were games where he was lights out.
Well, yeah, but I don't remember him performing all that well for us. So
I don't either. Why couldn't he have done lights out for us? Another Eagles quarterback gets over on us. Jeez.
But those were the notable injuries that I had from sort of week 2 going into week 3. Did you pick up any other ones?
We lost our guy Wise on our team, and we picked up Preston Smith. He used to be on our team. Remember old Preston Smith?
Yeah, I did see that. I didn't get to go deep into it. But
He used to be a Packer. Why did he leave? We were running into his free agent. His free agency dictated that he was going to make a pretty penny. I'm pretty sure.
Well, obviously we didn't want to pay it.
Was that like Arakpo Kerrigan? Was that the Arakpo Kerrigan duo where he lost his job then because we couldn't pay everybody?
It may have been.
I forget, but he's been in the league for a while, so I wouldn't be surprised if it dates back that far. But I think he's just being brought in for depth, but in his prime, and unfortunately, his prime consisted of his last year with us and his next 3 years with the Packers. And I don't know how he ended his career over there. I was actually thinking that he was still playing for them. Was surprised surprised that wasn't the case. But yeah, I think that's about it with the injuries. Oh no! I mean, last pod or was it last pod? No, the podcast before, going into week 1, we were talking about how there's nobody on the injury report.
Going into week 1.
And I didn't want to jinx it and say anything. And I don't think I did jinx it, but maybe you jinxed it.
Okay, so I'll apologize on behalf of our dozen listeners that we have.
We've got hundreds of listeners. Don't cut us short. You guys are a part of a community now.
Perhaps maybe I put it out there. And for that, I apologize.
I won't blame the Jaden Daniels injury on you, but I will blame Austin Eckler's. No, I won't. I'm sorry. I shouldn't do that.
I'll take one for the team.
I wish Austin Eckler a speedy recovery.
I'll take one for the team.
I hope that he can play again, is all I really hope. I hope that wasn't a career-ending Achilles injury. Oh, that looks like a bad accident on 270. How did that car get there?
Yeah, I don't know.
The car was sandwiched there between the guardrails, kind of like Austin Powers' little vehicle in that hallway.
Yeah.
On movie. It was sandwiched right in between the guardrails like that.
I don't know how it got there. I mean,
so if you're...
Maybe you tried to jump the guardrail and lost.
That's going to take a hot second to get that car out of there.
Yeah. All right.
Hopefully they weren't podcasting driving.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Well, let's take a quick break here, and we will get back to you. We're getting close to picking up Wendy and Ben. So
we will be right back.
Can't lose locks.
Okay, can't lose locks. Just a quick update, because we didn't give out our picks on last week's pod. It was too early in the week to really look at the gambling odds and spreads yet. But after last week on Tom and I's picks, which, just for a reminder for everybody, we go a favorite, we go an underdog, we pick an over, and we pick an under. I am 5-3 on the season, and Tom is 3-5 on the season.
Oh,
so
poor Tommy.
Poor Tommy. He's on the lower end of 500 there. But I don't talk smack to him because I know what happens when you do so. So
you're just letting it ride.
I just let it ride. We're just gonna see what his strategy is this year. So until then, I'm just gonna continue to pay down my debts, I suppose. But all right, let me see this post-it note that I got here. Tom this week, he went Texans plus 1.5. Then he went Chiefs -6. Then he went Cincinnati, Minnesota, over 42.5. And then he went Dallas, Chicago, under 50.5. So we'll see how those pan out for him.
I think the Dallas, Chicago, under 50.5 is right.
And then Cincinnati, Minnesota, over 42.5 with 2 backups in that game, right?
Yeah, that's a backup game. Yeah.
So he went the over on the backup quarterbacks. Maybe he's thinking some defensive points there, some pick sixes. But 42.5 is on the lower end of the spread there. So, all right. So for my picks, and Tom, because I haven't texted him these picks yet. If I forget to text him before we get there, it's 7:30 on Sunday morning. So these are my picks. I got him in.
It's documented, so even if he doesn't listen to this,
I'm going Washington minus 2.5. I'm going Rams plus 3.5. They're playing the Eagles. I got Arizona, San Francisco over 44.5, and I've got Denver versus the Chargers under 46.5. So those are my can't lose locks. Michael, because you pick every game, not necessarily not placing any bets, but you just pick your winners.
Right.
And through 2 weeks of the NFL season, you are 20. What are we?
21 and 11.
21 and 11. 10 games in the green there. So give us your picks. Run them down.
Okay, so dating back to the Thursday game, I did take the Bills, so I already have that right.
We'll take your word for it.
I took Atlanta over the Panthers. I took Green Bay over the Browns. I took the Jaguars over the Houston Texans. I took Minnesota over the Bengals. Steelers over Patriots. Eagles over the Rams. Tampa Bay over the Jets. Took the Colts over the Titans. Washington, of course, over the Raiders. Chargers over Denver. Seattle over the Saints. Cowboys over the Bears. The Niners over the Cardinals. And then for the Sunday night game, the Chiefs over the Giants. And for Monday Night Football, the Ravens over the Detroit Lions.
Those last two games, I am really excited for. The Chiefs and Giants game?
Yeah.
Because they're both 0-2.
Yeah.
And,
and they're both obviously not playing perhaps the greatest.
You gotta think, I mean, what's the spread on the Chiefs game? Does it tell you there?
Let's see. The Chiefs are favored by 6.
That's it? Why am I not taking that bet?
And basically, it's an over-under.
Oh, because Tom is.
Yeah. And, it's an over-under of 45 points with the Chiefs on the over and Giants under. But it's basically over-under 45 points.
What? See, and this is why I look at the spreads, because it's like, what does Vegas know? Why is that spread at 6 points? Is it in New York?
Yes, it is in New York. And the home team gets 3 right away. They get favored by 3 right away.
What's the over-under set at?
45.
45. So
that would be like a 21. Well, no, it'd be like a 24-21.
Higher, 20. It's 20.
24-21. So that's
26-19.
Well, it could be that too.
26-19 is what Vegas thinks it's going to be with a 6-point spread. With the over-under set in that.
So, but yeah, that should be a good game. And then, of course, I think the Ravens-Detroit game, you're right, that's going to be another.
The Ravens-Detroit game, I feel like, is going to be another one of these prime-time, high-scoring shootouts. Did either of us take the over on that game? No, probably because the over-under set at, 53?
54.
What? Yeah, so that's a tough one to commit to, but it's one of those games where you wouldn't be surprised seeing 24 some points in the last 5 minutes.
And that is a home game for Baltimore, so it's in Baltimore, and
they're going to be all blacked out.
They are favored by 4.5.
The Ravens are favored by 4.5 over Detroit.
Yes.
Detroit's kind of off this year too. What did Detroit do last week? Do we know?
We do
because they lost to the Packers week 1. I don't think
well, they're 1-1. So if they lost to the Packers week 1, whoever they played last week, they obviously.
I was just wondering.
But both the Lions and the Ravens are both 1-1. So much like the Sunday night game, it's 1-1 versus 1-1.
They play Minnesota.
I could go back and look. You just have to give it a minute. No, Detroit in week 2 played Chicago and blew them out 52-21.
Oh, that's right. Yes, Chicago. This is the one we're talking about where the dad just wants Chicago to do bad just because dad wants Chicago to do bad.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty much, I'm pretty sure that was the logic he gave us. Was that he just doesn't necessarily like Caleb Williams for whatever reason and just wants to see them lose. Maybe because there's like a similar Andrew Luck to RG3, Caleb Williams is to Jaden Daniels type of a deal.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, so I'm rooting for a Dunze for my fantasy team, which I won last week.
Yeah, how is
decisively?
How are you doing?
I'm 1-1. I'm 1-1. Won last week pretty decisively. This week I am already down because I played against Josh Allen on Thursday night, which they won 31-21 over Miami. And Miami just, we predicted this preseason that head coach down there was going to be on the hot seat here by week 5, I think I said. And guess what?
It's definitely getting warm down there.
He's already through 3 weeks, and do they have a win?
They do not. They are 0-2.
Yeah, he just seems like he runs like a really loose ship, Show up when you want to show up. I hear all these little murmurs down there, how people just show up late. Cell phones and meetings, it's not very strict. Now, there's something to be said, like, you don't have to be strict, but you have to have expectations and have them be met. And if you don't set the expectations, then how are you going to do that? So that's something that Dan Quinn...
And he's been their head coach for a couple of years now, so if there aren't any expectations, players are going to begin to take advantage of that.
I think he just thinks you could just sign players and their talent will speak for itself. But like, you still got to coach these guys up. You still got to keep them on task. Their talent's only going to get them so far. It's got to be the whole team. And if it's a little bit lackadaisical and people are just sitting there and doing there for the money, then that's what you're going to get. You can get 0-3. You can only scheme so good. Your talent's only going to be so good. Everybody's good. So, I don't know. But that's something that I really like about Dan Quinn, is that he came in and obviously he had the opportunity to have a fresh slate like no other head coach has been able to have, with the front office, with the ownership, with the GM, with a quarterback, with a new coaching staff. Everything was brand new. And Dan Quinn was really given the opportunity to set his expectations for what he wanted out of his team and staff.
Right.
And it so far seems like he's been executing. Let's hope it stays this way. Obviously, they went through adversity there going to Green Bay. That was a tough game. So we're going to see how they fight back. coming into this week. But anything else about this week? Do we want to hear what Pop's prediction is?
Yeah,
on week 3.
Yeah, let's take a minute and listen to what he has to say.
All right. So, Dad feels pretty confident. Obviously, he predicted last week's loss, coming back with week 3 bounce back game against the Raiders. Now, in preseason, he did also think that we'd be playing Kenny Pickett by now, which is wrong. but he feels confident in Mariota, like we do as well. And I hope he's right. I hope he's right the entire season. We're rooting for him.
Yeah, because his record was slightly better, obviously, than what.
We're just gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that. So we appreciate him keeping tabs on us, keeping everybody up to date with the future predictions. And with that being said, we are rolling up to pick up my sister and her boyfriend to get them to the game. What's this turn here look like? Am I going the right way?
Yes, you are.
It looks like it loops the whole way around. But in dedication to the Salisbury Alumni Game, we have a brand new fake sponsor sponsoring the podcast this week. It's a bird seed for seagulls, Michael. But yeah, we really appreciate the fake sponsor. For those of you that would like to be a real sponsor, it really wouldn't take much. So go ahead, reach out to us, give us a call, give us a DM, give us an email, reach out to us however you'd like. We'd love to have you sponsor our podcast. But just to give you a brief glimpse as to what it would sound like to advertise on this podcast, go ahead and listen to this advertisement.
Attention, Salisbury seagulls. Tired of dumpster diving behind Wawa? Pecking at Route 50 French fries like some kind of rookie? Introducing Salisbury Seagull Seed. The only bird seed blended with authentic Eastern Shore flavor. Each bag is packed with crushed crab shell calcium for strong beaks, a hint of Old Bay because Salisbury, even the pigeons are spicy, and one mystery ingredient we can't legally disclose. Our gulls say it's fly, and the Sterlings say it's stellar, and Dan Quinn himself says, if it keeps them off my windshield at the stadium, I'm all in. So don't be a bird brain. Flock down to your nearest gas station parking lot and demand Salisbury Seagull Seed. Oh, hey, easy, buddy. There's plenty to go around. Salisbury Seagull Seed. From the boardwalk to the bypass, will keep your flock well stocked.
Warranty void if gulls refuse to participate. See Salisbury Seagull Seed, not responsible for missing French fries, hot dog buns, or natty Coke cans. Side effects may include dive bombing, windshield redecorating, and excessive squawking between 3 and 5 a.m. Not available in Delaware. Probably illegal in Ocean City. Old Bay content may stain feathers, shirts, and reputations. Dan Quinn endorsement may or may not be fabricated. Please feed responsibly. This ad brought to you by Kim and the Commute podcast.
All right, so we've got 2 more people in the car here, Mike. We've added my sister Wendy and her boyfriend Ben, and it has just now occurred to me that we are bringing a Steelers fan, a Cowboys fan, and now we're joined by an Eagles fan. All these people going to the Washington game today. What are we thinking? We're not being very...
Go Birds, baby. Go Birds.
Jeez, but you are representing your Salisbury, right? So we've got Ben here.
Yes, good morning, everyone.
Who is a Seagull and an Eagle fan. But you're along for the ride for the Salisbury Alumni Game, yeah?
Just got picked up. Loving the setup for the podcast. We're about 25 minutes away from the stadium, so can't beat that.
Yeah, dude. You guys don't live that far away. I wish we only had a 25-minute commute to the stadium. Our podcast would be a lot shorter.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is nice. Yeah, oh, shoot, the Metro's right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so tell me a little bit. Did you go to Salisbury's football games when you went to Salisbury?
Went to one freshman year, but besides that, not too many in attendance. The team did start to get better towards like my senior year, but never made it out to see them in person.
When you went to Salisbury, were you aware that Dan Quinn, the NFL coach, was an alumni?
It was big news around the campus for sure.
Oh,
yeah, I mean he's a pretty big alumni there.
Pretty much when you went there, he was pretty much just with the Cowboys, yeah.
With the Falcons, maybe a little bit too.
When was that Super Bowl?
I think maybe he was with the Falcons for the Super Bowl.
When did you graduate?
Salisbury?
Yeah.
2023.
So it wasn't. He was. So you weren't
definitely with the Cowboys.
So you weren't there for the commencement speech that he had. Am I getting off here?
Yes.
Yeah.
495 Beltway East.
Nice.
Yes. Man, I tell you, they don't have roads like this out where I'm at in Waynesboro, PA. You know, all these twists and turns. It's pretty much if there's one exit, it's just one exit. There's not 4 exits off the one exit. You know what I mean? But you get that down here with all these roads.
A lot of lanes.
A lot of lanes. All right, we are booking it. Let's get this guy going. We've got 2 more people in the car, so it's a little bit more. So let me ask you this, Ben. So you're an Eagles fan. How did you get that way?
Oh, my mom was born in Philadelphia. Had season tickets with her father dating back to the vet. So just grew up religiously watching the Eagles with her.
It's just weird because you're such a nice guy. And, you know, historically, Eagles fans aren't nice guys. Do you have a switch that you flip when you're watching Eagles? If you were to go to an Eagles game, would you participate with the rest of the fans throwing snowballs at Santa?
Got to, in the element.
So, all right. So you are a nice guy, but with, you know, in a riot situation, if the Eagles are the topic, you are partaking in everything.
I mean,
if you could get to the top of the greased light poles in Philadelphia, you would do it.
I mean, I went to the parade in 2018, not the most recent one, but when we won the first Super Bowl, and that was pretty crazy. No light poles, but it was a lot of fun.
But if somebody was like, the Eagles won the bowl, man, let's flip this car, you would think about it.
You'd have to.
You'd have to think about it. I'll be honest, if Washington won a Super Bowl and that was like, if people were doing it, I mean, I'd
probably be burning some stuff down.
Yeah, people. I mean,
that is mob mentality. Got it.
Yeah. If they're like, no, hail to the Commanders, I'll be like, yeah, he's right. Let's flip this sucker. let's flip it. But what's it like around the house? So I'm super glad that out of all my sisters, I've got 3 younger sisters. Wendy is the lone, loyal Washington fan with me. We're able to kind of share that together.
She's
So
really
I'm
the
glad
only
you haven't-
sister that's even invested in football.
Per much. So I'm glad that you haven't contaminated her with your Philadelphia-ness. But how's that like around the house on Sundays between you guys?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's fun on Sundays. She's, I feel like, just gotten a lot more into the NFL and football in general over the past few years. And now with the Commanders getting on their winning streak and track, the rivalry's been building. It's been a lot of fun.
So you agree?
She is an Eagles fan besides 2 weeks out of the year.
You've been listening to the pod, so you hear my perspective on the rivalry of Washington and Philly and how it was Cowboys Redskins. It is now Eagles Commanders.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in agreement with you. I think everybody just hates the Cowboys.
Yeah. Well, that's the one thing that we can agree on.
Yeah. Nobody likes those guys.
No.
It's just something. Jerry Jones.
Dak looks different
star.
this year, doesn't he? It's like he's got like a new hairstyle, I think, or maybe the way he cuts his beard. He looks weird.
Good. Their offenses looks pretty good the first couple of weeks. So it'll be, yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see what happens in the division this year.
Oh, well, they'll fall apart. Don't you think?
Just one injury away.
I mean, they all, yeah.
I mean, they might have a good record come like week 6 or 7, but do we think that they're going to be any different than the Cowboys that we've ever seen?
No,
but I think they might be more in contention with you guys this year for second place.
Oh, okay. Well, that comes from someone that thinks the Eagles are going to be in first place. You guys have a tough matchup to get today against the Rams.
Tough schedule.
Yeah, well, that's what you get when you win the Super Bowl. God, I can't believe you guys won the Super Bowl. How long do you guys think you'll be able to keep it up?
For the foreseeable future.
Like,
I mean, as long as Howie Roseman and I think Nick Sirianni are there.
do you think that there's
nice.
do you think it's a coincidence that Sirianni and Roseman both are in the Eagles organization and both have a heck of a beak for a nose? Do you think that's a coincidence? Especially the head coach. You don't think that dude's got a beak on him?
I've never noticed it.
We'll have to look that up. Michael, can you give that a quick Google for Ben here? I'd like him to see it and give his opinion on whether or not the head coach is actually related to a bald eagle. I think on the mother's side.
So Sirianni.
Energy, though. Love his energy. I'm excited to see what the Commanders have in store for this alumni game now.
Oh well, I'm gonna park you guys. I'm gonna park you guys in a really prime spot. You're gonna be the lone man at the tailgate. So you gotta keep these girls. Look at the beak on that. Can we get a side profile of him?
Pretty big. The nostrils are massive.
Yeah. Get a side profile.
I mean, here's a little bit of a side profile. It's not,
look at the beak on that guy.
Intense looking guy.
And it's pointy. He kind of looks like a
leader.
How do you spell eagle? Just I want to hear it.
E-A-G-L-E-S.
All right. I'm just because people have been misspelling it. Yeah, a lot of Philadelphia doesn't know how to spell. So I was just making sure that you aren't one of them. We are dating my sister. I gotta make sure you've already got a huge strike against you. She sent me a selfie video of her the other day. We were just catching up, and you've got an Eagles blanket draped over your couch. I was just, and I'm like, I said, Wendy, you gotta give me a different perspective. I can't see that in the background. This is very difficult. But
they're actually both very lovely gifts from your family members. Shout out and thank you.
I don't ever expect to get an Eagles gift from me. But speaking of gifts, I do have a nice gift from you here. what I drink my pregame Jaden Daniels on the rocks out of. Right.
Speaking
It's a
of,
Sasquatch Yeti.
sorry that he won't be.
I mean, it's always a lot more fun when he's playing, right?
Yeah.
But Mariota, he's going to air this sucker out. He's going to light it up today.
So what's your prediction? Yeah.
Are we giving out our predictions yet, Mike? Are we doing that?
Let me see.
Should we just give out our prediction right here with Ben?
Looks like it's next on the schedule.
I'll give out my prediction. I'll give out my prediction because we're going to finish up your segment with your prediction. So I'll give out mine, Mike gives out his, and then we'll wrap you up with your prediction for the game. So my prediction for the game, I think this is a true bounce back in every way, in all phases. Offense, defense, special teams. We're going to get some kicks today. We're going to get some... We're gonna get a lot of touchdowns today too, and our defense is gonna come up big. My player of the game, as predicted last week, Frankie Louvu, did not show up, and guess what? I'm picking him again. I'm doubling down. Frankie Louvu was
aggressive.
Like our entire defense was horrible last week.
Yeah.
Lattimore played bad. I gave him a little bit of a longer leash after week 1 and said that he played well. Guess what? Last week he played bad. And everybody else on our defense pretty much also played bad. Nobody could tackle. Everybody was arm tackling. And offensively, the Packers schemed up against us very well. They identified that they could pass on us, and they schemed up these 8 to 15-yard routes the entire game and just picked us off and spread our defense out, and we couldn't figure out how to stop it. Both their tight ends last week tore us up.
Tucker Kraft went crazy.
Yeah, it was a hard watch. And Louvu, as my player of the game, was nowhere in sight the entire game. In fact, a couple times got his ass blown up. So, I'm with all that being said, I'm gonna calm down. I'm still gonna be confident in our team. I know Louvu's is capable. And because he didn't perform last week, this week he's definitely going to. You're going to see a huge play out of Louvu today. I'm not going to go as far as saying a pick. Maybe it's a pick, but like a crucial batted down ball, a big tackle for loss, huge sack in a big moment, a strip or a recovery of sorts, like one of the big things like that in a big moment is what I got out of Louvu. With that being said, my final score prediction, I'm going 27-16, and we pretty much win this one handedly. That's where I'm going. It's a bend not break type of a game as far as their 16 points goes. But that's where my head is at. I'd also like to think, carrying on last week's predictions of players of the game, I'm offensively, Terry's got to be there for us today.
Hopefully.
Terry has got to be there for us.
Dude, I've got him on
Mariota.
fantasy. He has been shitty the bad.
Yes, I have him on fantasy as well, and I need him to show up today as well. So, for both of my teams. For both
you and I both.
That's kind of why I'm going 24-17, and I'm still expecting this to be a good Terry game because he's got to have a standout game at some point. He's got to show up.
He got the bag. Where's everything?
24-17.
24-17.
Okay, I like it. 24-17. All right, Ben. You're the eagle here. You're the opposing. So let's see how unbiased you can be.
I am thinking. Well, first I just need to say 30-27 Eagles over Rams. Go Birds.
Okay, 30-27. Wait, who do I got here?
And then
I've got Rams plus 3.5, so I would win that bet. I'm good with that.
okay, interesting choice.
I'm good with that.
And then I'm going 21-17. Commanders over the Raiders, with hopefully a couple of Terry touchdowns in there, helping out his guy Mariota.
I would love a couple touchdowns from Terry, but Debo is so good
Needs
for
at least
us.
one.
Yeah.
Debo is so good for us. It's hard to think that Terry can get two. I feel like Debo's going to get one of them.
I will say, in past Commanders games I've been to in person, Terry has played well.
Okay, well, there's something to be said for that.
Yeah.
I like something like that.
It's always stood out to me. He's always played well.
Well,
Okay.
good to know. Hopefully that stays true this week.
All right. Well, Ben, thank you so much for being on the pod.
Thank you guys. I love the setup.
Hopefully you can get my sister back in order here. What is she, hungover or something?
Loyal listener. Great to be a first-time caller.
there you go. All right. Hey, we're gonna finish up your segment here with a little clip of Dan Quinn commencement speech from this past May?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
So this past May's Salisbury graduation commencement speech, Dan Quinn spoke, and this is a little clip from that. So let it fucking rip there, Mike.
To sit here and talk to you about winning a Super Bowl, but if I'm being honest, if I wanted to truly tell you what drives me and why I am the way that I am, I'd have to start by telling you about the pain of losing one. I wear it like a scar. But I also know my growth comes from that scar. Where I teach from comes from there. And I've got to embrace all of it. The loss of a game or the loss of an opportunity or a relationship or the loss of belief, that is where the gold is. And sometimes that lesson is even better than the opportunity would have been. I wish you all an abundance of success, but man, that also means I got to wish you some really hard-ass fights. Because that's where the growth is, where you will learn and teach from, and your superpowers will absolutely, fully reveal themselves. Which leads me back to where we started and the 4 words I wish I was told when I was in your chair. And now I live by. So, ladies and gentlemen of Salisbury University's class of 2025, let it fucking rip.
Go ahead.
We're on?
Yep.
All right. So, how about that? I love that Dan Quinn speech. It was, it was really well spent. I listened to the whole thing. Obviously, that was like the last 2 minutes of it, the noteworthy part of it there. But a lot of it resonates, especially if you're a college person coming into the workforce. So, but with that being said, we've got Laura on. I gotta switch lanes here. We've got Laura on with us, a Salisbury alum. The reason why we are all in the van today, and Laura, we've teased it long enough.
Okay.
We need you to tell us our responsibilities that we have, why we're getting to the stadium so early. What do we have in store for the game today? Tell us.
All right. Well, first of all, hello. Happy Sunday Fun Day. Very excited for this game. It's been a long time coming. But
We've been planning this for months.
Oh my gosh. Yes, we have. You guys obviously were with me last year when we went to, yes, Salisbury Alumni. They had an alumni event last year, and it was a Commanders game, and it was the first one, and I was like, we gotta go. Jumped right on it. Had a great time. They did a little courtesy tent and little cornhole and some snacks, and yeah. So
where we'll be parking today.
Yes, yeah. But this year I got an email, and it was like, yep, second annual Salisbury alumni event at the Commanders game. And obviously Dan Quinn, being that he graduated from Salisbury 1994, they sent out an invitation that since we went to the game last year, we got first dibs on a very special opportunity, once in a lifetime, which you, Mikey, Carly, and I are going to embark on. But the Salisbury University Alumni Group has been chosen to carry the flag out onto the field during the national anthem. So when we say we're on the field, USA, we are holding the flag and we will be out there right before kickoff. So exciting. So basically we have to be at a gate at 9 a.m. and then we're there. So we practice, we hang out for a little bit, we practice again, and then we get to go on the field and then we go and enjoy the game.
I want to be 50-yard line.
I just hope I'm not that person that falls as they're running out carrying the flag. That's my number one goal is don't drop the flag. Don't drop the baby.
That should be your number one goal. I think you get arrested if you do that. But yeah, I've been looking forward to this for months. Be on the field. We're going to be standing on the sidelines right next to the players during the national anthem. Obviously, we really hope that there's a flyover. With that being said, it is a little bit cloudy. I think it's going to stay kind of partly cloudy here today.
Yeah, I'm okay with that as long as it doesn't rain.
I'm okay with that. I don't need the sun in my eye.
I just hope Dan Quinn makes an appearance.
I hope he gets to meet Dan Quinn.
Right? Like,
You want to come meet us?
Like, I feel like there's only 100 people that were able to partake in the flag carrying. And like I said, we're going to be inside once there's no reentry. So once we get in, that's why we're hanging out at the Legends Plaza.
Right.
I'm hoping Dan Quinn just pops in and be like, let it fucking rip. You know what I mean? Like, fucking seagulls for life.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Like, once a seagull, always a seagull.
Yeah, I hope we get to meet them.
Maybe Sammy the seagull will be there. That's our mascot. His name's
I actually think that we might. With that being said, this is a good time to add that halftime. Do you know what our halftime show is?
No.
It's the mascot versus little Pee Wee football game.
Are you being serious?
Yes, it's one of my favorites.
Oh my God. That's better than a baby crawl or the corgi races.
I forget. I saw they sent some video out. Major Tutty, the Oriole Bird.
Maybe
the
Sammy.
Capitals. So it might be Sammy.
Oh, so Slapshot's gonna be there for the Cavs?
Slapshot. Yep. Slapshot.
Yes.
All right.
Maybe Sammy. If not, Sammy the Seagull is currently on my head right now. Which, by the way, bucket list item is to be on a jumbotron. So I'm really, really hoping.
Oh, we're gonna get on the jumbotron
the Seagull.
today. And God, I hope there's a flyover.
So top.
Hail to the Redskins.
Hey!
Man, you're in a great mood today. I love it. We're going to win.
So if you could have one thing happen.
We are in the red zone lot, people. We are in the red zone lot coming off of Sheriff Road. We are on a short line of cars creeping up here. Laura, what else do you have to say about the Salisbury
if you could have one thing happen during this game, meet Dan Quinn, fly over, jumbotron, what would you want?
Meet Dan Quinn.
Mikey?
Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's Dan Quinn. Okay.
Because we got our new the Commute hats. I'm repping. If you can't tell.
I like it.
And I can probably have them sign the underneath.
Did you bring the Sharpies?
Yeah, I got Sharpies.
Okay, we got Sharpies. Okay, I'm so excited for this.
But we're going to be on the field early, so we're going to see players warming up.
Yeah. Oh, turf toe.
Yeah. Hold on. We gotta get
sorry.
it.
Hey.
How we doing?
Good to go.
Good to go. Oh, we
Thanks.
will.
So it does involve the toe, yes, but technically it's a ligament that is on the base of the foot that it's hyperextended. So basically the ligament underneath the big toe gets hyperextended. So it is a toe, yes, but technically it's not like the tip of the toe or the actual toe. It's the ligament underneath that connects to the foot. Does that make sense?
No, yeah.
No. No, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Look at this guy.
I love it.
Woo!
Look at that face paint.
Oh my gosh, this is great.
We got to get away from that guy with the speaker because
It was too much last time.
no, I enjoyed his music selection, but stay off the microphone.
Yeah, there was some he was doing his commentary and stuff, and it was just not necessary.
It is 8:21. We are rolling through the red zone lot. The regulars, we'll call them, are all here.
Yep, the regulars.
They are all here. Goran's down there in the
ambulance. There he is.
Should we just go post up with him for the park?
Why not?
Let's go do that. That's a hip happening place. Well, the Salisbury stuff is over here, I think. Let's keep it up top here.
Okay.
Let's keep it up top. Why do we always do this? I want to be down there every game.
Okay.
And then
that's,
we end up parking up here.
Well, that's the perks of being a season ticket holder. Just do it the next game. Simple as that.
Yeah, but there's only so many next games. Yeah, this
You've
is
got
us.
plenty.
This is us. This is us right here. Right now.
Right
here. Right now. Should we back in? Or should I just park right here?
Yeah, just pull up and then
pull up right here. This is good, Wendy says. Yeah. All right, you see the music.
We're here.
You see the music. You hear the music. All right,
here.
we have arrived. I want to thank everybody for participating with the pod. I want to thank everybody for listening to the pod. Follow, subscribe, share this with your friends. Hail to the Redskins. Anything else, Mike?
Nope.
Sign off.
Go Seagulls!
Give me a hell yeah! I said give me a hell yeah!
Thanks for listening to the Command the Commute podcast. I now welcome you to crack a cold beer, cook up some chicken wings, and enjoy the football game. Because the Commanders, the team, the Redskins, or whatever else you call them, is going to kick some ass. If this is a home game, Bob and Michael will be in the red zone lot at Northwest Stadium. We encourage you to come to our tailgate and say hello. If you are still listening to the podcast, wow, you are an extremely loyal listener. I wonder how much longer you'll stay. Hey, I've got a question. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? You've got mail. Goodbye.
For the after credits, we forgot to get Mom on the pod. Mom, give us a quick score prediction and what do you anticipate for the game?
Hi, Adore You Salon and Suites available over there in Morgansville. Just a little plug.
Yeah, there we go. We got our first advertiser. She's not paying for it, but we got our first advertiser. Adore You Salon and Suites in Morgansville.
38-14 Commanders. And I'd also like to make a shout out to the Broncos today because they're on my 29 club.
Okay.
So I'd like for them to get 29 points.
29 points for the Broncos, and the final score was?
38-14.
38-14. I love it. All right, hail to the Redskins. Bye, y'all.